The Legend of Zelda games, Nintendo Switch 2 editions, and
Yeah, we kind of got spoiled on that.
not.
That's fine though.
I barely consider that information, but yeah.
Yeah, it's like whatever. I mean, I guess it tells us that other stuff is gonna potentially get that treatment. Maybe.
We already know
I
that.
think if I recall that Tears is. Did we already know that?
Yeah.
Are these like outright re-releases or are
Well, I
these?
don't know. I know nothing about it. But yeah, just for context here, it is 3 o'clock. The direct was at 8 o'clock. I had class. I have been home for about an hour and a half. I needed to eat, and then Autumn had to wait on groceries, and in the meantime,
Yeah.
I fell asleep. But that part's not true. But I opened up the video here, and just kind of at the bottom, I don't want to scroll down, it might show more stuff, but yeah,
Right.
I can see the very top of a thumbnail, so I know that's a thing.
Thankfully, that's like the most minor thing to be spoiled
Yeah.
by, quote unquote spoiled by. I really don't care.
Yeah. Beyond that, I know nothing about this. I got a message saying, like, here's your non-spoiler. I got a bingo.
Oh,
That
okay,
was it.
good. I never do bingos for these. I probably should. It might be fun. Usually it's
I'm
fine.
too boring and curmudgeon.
All right. So I haven't been spoiled or anything. I've been in a spoiler bunker, but I have been told by a friend of mine that 2 games got announced that she's been waiting for like over 20 years, and that made her happy. And based on her tastes, I'm thinking maybe like another true Thousand Year Door style Paper Mario. Maybe a Luigi's Mansion that's like the original one. Maybe a Mega Man X. She really likes fighting games, but I kind of doubt they would announce like a fighting game she'd be super into during this.
If it's a game that she's specifically wanted for 20 years, that to me is saying it's a new installment in a franchise and not just like, here's a brand new game of this genre. But I guess
maybe
it could also be
I would
that.
still I would still count a TTYD like as being something you've waited for over 20 years because functionally
Well, yeah.
that version of the series hasn't existed.
I know.
So that's I could see that happening. It's been around a year since the TTYD remake, but that's not like a full game, and that's not a new game. And Origami King was 2020, so yeah, I could see them doing another one like next year or something.
Maybe. I have no real expectations. I feel like, I know obviously they're doing this Zelda re-release. I feel like for there to be a new console, they'd pretty much have to lead with like a Mario or Zelda soon. It doesn't necessarily have to be at launch, but
I figure it's going to be Mario because we had 2 Zeldas on Switch, and one of them was actually 3 if you count Echoes, and some of those were pretty recent.
Yeah, it's
Mario we haven't had since Odyssey.
They've shown the teaser for Mario Kart. I don't know if we're going to see more of that today, but
I assume we will.
Probable. I'm not expecting Smash. I'm not expecting any, like Deltarune Silk Song, that type of shit.
Nah, I don't think so.
Because that's all third party. I am expecting some weird bullshit along the lines of 1-2 Switch.
Oh, absolutely. Did the am I remembering right? The sequel to that did come out, but it just kind of like fizzled and no one talked.
Yeah,
about
I mean
it.
that's the one that I call Horsefucker.
Yeah, it was that everybody 1-2 Switch or something.
Something like that. I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, they'll show off the hardware.
Do you
look,
think they're going to show more Prime 4 stuff and be like, "Here, we're bringing it to this as well," or no? I kind of suspect not really, but
it could happen. But yeah,
even if they announce.
They'll show off the hardware and be like, here is the shit that it can do. By the way, did you know it has a mouse? Oh, I bet you didn't know that. And I did get a ping that I still haven't looked at from the Pokemon Code Kraken server, and it's just price. It didn't say what the price is, it's just price.
Oh yeah, that's a part of speculation I never really care to engage in, because it's like, okay, they're going to pick a price. Some people are going to be unhappy with it. Some people are going to be okay with it, no matter what it is. I don't have any money right now. When I do, and if I am interested, I'm gonna pay whatever the price is. Like, it doesn't really make a difference to me. If I'm able to afford it, I'll get it. If not, then I'll have to wait.
I feel like
my
for me, it's like anything over 400 is going to be a hard sell. But yeah,
I mean, yeah, but the Switch literally never dropped in price. I expect it will probably be the same for this as well, unless it like flops, I guess.
Anyway,
but,
shall we go, or did you have more to say?
Last time I forgot to mention Fire Emblem. I feel like we've got to have a new one at some point. It's been like 2 years since the last one came out, and there was a weirdly large gap before that one. And there's been rumors floating around about an FE4 remake, or an FE6 remake, or an FE9 remake for like 6 years or some shit. So I don't know. Hoping for a new Mario. I mean, there's all sorts of series that could be great. I'm kind of just open to whatever.
Yeah.
I already got my like long shot thing I've been waiting for, not for ages, but you know, with Tomodachi Life in the last direct. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that would be like super hype for me. Nah, let's just go.
Right. But will it be an awkward stage presentation?
I wonder if they'll do like a new IP as well.
I'm kind of expecting it.
There's also the Splatoon and Animal Crossing team. I have a feeling, you know, now that they're starting to wrap up with like Splatoon 3 content, they're probably in development on the next Animal Crossing. I don't really give a shit about Animal Crossing. I did get into the whole like, you know, everybody was playing New Horizons when that came out thing, just because my friends were playing it. But let's see, what's their big opener?
Well, it's Mario Kart.
Okay. I saw the Yoshi. I'm like, oh shit, 3D Yoshi game, but yeah, no, it's Mario Kart. In terms of this, people are speculating it might be like have a hub world and be like more of an adventure-y kind of game, with the tracks being individual levels.
Does that Mario have like Mario RPG proportions?
I don't think so.
No, look at that. Hold on. He looks very stumpy.
Yeah. I mean, they did stylize him a bit more in the what do you call it? Wonder. Yeah, these definitely have a bit more of a cartoony exaggeration to them, similar to Wonder.
Oh, we got driving on top of water.
DK Pass, that's a existing level. Ooh,
oh, was it?
75 birds.
I'm not even really paying attention to the...
Oh shit. Oh. Yeah, this is DK Pass up there. Also, yeah, you're right. I didn't notice the shape-shifting carts. This is like Sonic All-Stars Racing transformed, I guess.
There's a classic Donkey Kong stage.
Yeah, Pauline, of course. Is that Mount Wario?
No, I think those are now.
Is that Wave Race stage? Oh, this is based on the movie.
Was it?
Yeah, the part with the giant question mark block. I'm pretty sure that was like where Donkey Kong lived in the movie.
Oh, what the hell?
Okay.
Hold on, was that Shy Guy Bazaar?
I think so. It looks like it.
Oh, what
Driving
the
on
hell?
walls? Okay.
Cow.
Cow! That's awesome.
Also, is that car a radio? No, it's like a track. No, it is! What the hell?
It's a stereo, yeah. You can get big, so the Mega Mushroom's back. Hammer Bro, Toadette. A coin block item, okay.
What the fuck? Eat burger to change costume.
What? Okay, sure, costumes. I hope this isn't
Why
like
is
a
this related to the burger? Well. Okay, looks cool.
Yep.
Now,
looks great.
This is showing one big interconnected world. I don't know if that means anything. It could just be, you know, a stylized thing. But
I could imagine like the tracks are connected to the big world, and you go like if you hit a starting line, then you know you just start a race and you can just do the race and that gets you progress. Sort of like how you could seamlessly go in and out of platforming sections in Bowser's Fury.
Hello everyone, I'm Koichi Kawamoto, and I'll be one of your guides for today's Nintendo Direct.
Yeah, 8 Deluxe kind of hit the peak of what the franchise was, so I figured they needed to do something new. Which makes sense to me.
Takuhiro Dota, the director for Nintendo Switch 2.
I'm disappointed that this isn't an awkward
And I'm
stage
Tetsuya
presentation.
Sasaki, the hardware design lead for Nintendo Switch 2.
What you just saw was Mario Kart World, launching exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2. Now,
Is it 8?
what
Is
do
it
you
9?
think this brand
I
new
mean, is it
Mario
9?
Kart
Is it
game
10? We don't know. It's just World.
Yeah. I'm glad they dropped the numbers.
A brand new entry in the Mario Kart series is launching exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system.
You
Welcome
already
to
said
this
that, Pop.
vast world. Kart races are held throughout various regions that span the globe.
Random zebra. Airfish
But not
Fortress.
Egypt.
Depending on the time of
Did I
day
say
and
airfish?
weather conditions, the atmosphere will change.
What is that big Boo costume?
He's like a fucking 1910s oil baron.
And in this Mario Kart game, you can go off the racetrack and drive virtually everywhere in this world. In the classic Grand Prix, race through four
Can we pause?
courses.
And like thumb through this.
Yeah, okay, hold on. So, there's 7 cups currently. There's no special cups, so I guess that's like not unlocked yet. So,
Okay.
these are all new ones.
Race through 4 courses.
These are classics. Yep, there's Airfish Fortress.
Even though it's
as I
Flower
call it.
Cup. Huh.
That is weird, yeah. So that's Desert Hills was DS, I think. And also in
Yeah.
Wii,
I'm we.
Shy Bizarre 7, Wario Stadium
7.
is
Is that
that
the N64 one?
I
I think
probably that
GameCube was
it's
Coliseum.
yeah. Well, there was also a Wario Stadium in DS, but yeah, it's Wario Stadium
I do like that
64
track.
was the only N64 track that never came back, so that would make
Mm-hmm.
sense. And Airship Fortress from DS, and I think 7.
In a bid for
Yep, here's more.
DK Pass from
Classics,
DS and
Starview
something.
Peak is new. Sky High
Mm-hmm.
Sunday was DLC for 8. Wario Shipyard was 7.
7.
It's weird that this one's a mix.
first place.
Yeah, wasn't it called like Wario's Galleon or something?
I think that's the
7?
PAL name.
Oh, okay.
Koopa Troopa Beach is potentially in 64. It could also be a new one. Faraway Oasis is new. Crown City's new. Peach Stadium is new, I think.
Yeah, Japari Park, yeah.
But don't sleep at the wheel. You'll also drive to the next course as part of the competition. With 24 drivers
Okay.
in each race, the most in series history, the
We knew about that.
competition is gearing up.
Yeah. I don't know how people knew that, but I remember hearing about it.
Knockout Tour.
Was that a fucking...
Oh, is this gonna
Hold on.
Introducing
is it gonna be like a battle royale?
Look, it's Ichiban-kun.
Where?
On the
Oh,
track.
the Brambles.
Knockout
Yeah.
Tour. Race non-stop from one corner of the world to another.
Got 2 items again.
There are
I don't
multiple
remember if they've
checkpoints
shown that
along the way.
already, but...
If you're below the placement shown when you hit a checkpoint, you'll be eliminated.
I hope this is only for online.
Oh my god.
You'll be eliminated.
Sorry, hold on. Dear pesky plumbers, the Koopalings.
Dude, I hope it's a fucking Hotel Mario stage. That'd be
You
so
make it
good.
all the way to the finish line?
My 7 Koopa hotels. What is this fucking ad? Drink.
Well, he's holding drink. 5-hour
Also
energy
freely drive
drink.
around this vast world in
What do
free
you mean
roam.
P-switch?
Like the little Tykes tractor.
Free roam.
Yes.
By going off-road, you can explore new areas and routes. So drive wherever your heart takes you.
But where's the boring specs information?
You can also go for scenic drives with friends. And
How am I
even
supposed to
take photos
argue
together
about,
at different
you know,
locations.
Yeah.
About this being unacceptable if I don't know the exact type of processor and graphics card they're using?
Look, if this thing isn't... Oh, Dino Jungle. If this thing isn't 4K in handheld,
The entire
then no
world
buy.
starts here. Mario Kart World. The game
I'm liking DK with the giant burger.
Yeah.
launches on the same day as Nintendo Switch 2.
Trying to see if there's any characters here that I don't-
that's funny. I remember a bunch of websites being like, everybody thought that the Switch 2 was going to launch with Mario Kart 9, but actually that's misinformation. You're actually getting a remake of Final Fantasy 9. Sorry to disappoint.
This isn't Mario Kart 9, this is Mario Kart World, so technically the 9 game that we were guaranteed to get can't be this.
World Direct. So be on the lookout for more information in the future.
Okay.
Mario Kart World launches on the same day as Nintendo Switch 2.
They still haven't said when that is,
We'll
right?
share more details in the
Nope.
future, so we hope you're looking forward to it.
Next,
Hello.
we'd
It's
like to
probably
introduce
holiday
some
this year.
new features of Nintendo Switch 2.
Or maybe next year.
These are the Joy-Con 2 controllers for Switch 2. And on the right Joy-Con 2, we've added a new C button.
Okay, but what does it do?
Let's take a look at some new experiences it offers.
I remember, like... So,
Oh shit, is
I'll,
the C button gonna let you access the alternate version of every game?
So I'll mention this here in case it ends up getting lost to time, which I doubt it will. You know, all this shit's documented, but yeah. So the like pre-release leaks and shit showed this C button, and then when they revealed the system in that little 1 minute teaser, the button was there, but it was unlabeled, and it's like, why is Nintendo hiding this button? What could it be? And I'm like, I don't know. It's a fucking button. It could do anything. Like, maybe it does different shit depending on the game, like most buttons do. But because it's down by the home button, it probably has a universal use. They're gonna say what it is in a minute here, so random prediction time.
We already have a capture button, so it's probably not that.
People were saying it might be like a broadcast to TV thing. It's probably something like that.
Controller rebind? Nah, probably not. It's probably an option.
She's so enthralled.
Alone.
I'm so ahead of all of you guys.
Voice chat.
That was you. So quick.
Is that Discord? It's just straight up Discord.
Wait, no.
No.
Oh.
Introducing Game Chat, a new feature for Nintendo Switch 2.
Hey, what's up? Can you hear me?
That's Discord.
What the hell?
With this feature, you'll be able to
Lava.
communicate with friends and family while playing a game.
Is that just actual Bowser?
That was a very bouncy Shy Guy.
While using the Game Chat feature, your voice is recognized by a microphone built into the system.
Oh, okay. But you're still behind me, right? Alright, let's keep going. Okay. Sorry.
It can pick up your speaking voice clearly, even from a distance.
Even from far away.
Let's keep going.
Hey, look, it's
Unless
Joseph
you're playing on a
Making.
Wi-Fi
When it's
hotspot.
noisy around you, your voice will still come through clearly, letting you chat with ease.
How did you get
Okay, but how?
Okay, nice.
It does.
I mean, it's just saying it has noise cancellation.
And you can use this feature in handheld
Impossible.
mode too, letting you easily chat with friends and family. If you open the chat menu and turn on game screen sharing,
This is Discord.
There we go.
you can also share your game screen.
Did you see someone just like go on top of that dinosaur?
Really? They can do that?
Can do it? You guys, I just did it.
I want to do it too.
Oh, shoot.
Whoa.
Ooh. Oh, he's trying to eat me.
Okay, I got it.
Oh, no.
Okay.
They're just like me and my
Chat to your
friends.
heart's content, even while playing different games.
Look, one person can play Balloon Fight, while other people play
In 2
games that,
FPS.
you know,
Here.
have a purpose.
Do you want to watch your friends play games in 2 FPS?
Star, that's so cute.
So cute.
Did you know it's cute?
You can adjust the size of your game.
Oh, the
screen.
dog! Oh, it's so cute.
Guys, I lost. Like,
Where'd you go?
Or expand another friend's game screen.
You gotta get above that.
Again, what is this FPS? Is this just Discord doing it to me?
No,
Is it bad FPS for you too?
it's low FPS for me. I mean, at least they're being honest about it. Like,
I guess.
So everyone
I wouldn't honestly expect it to be much better than that.
I think I know where you are. Wait.
Okay, I think we
You know, screen share on Discord's already kind of shit, so...
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well, I say it's kind of, you know, it's...
Smile.
Honestly, I can't complain that much, but...
I like your pose. man.
To be fair, most
On the
people don't
right
have
Joy-Con
capture
2
cards. To
controller,
me, I'm like, oh, why
there's
would
an
I not
additional
just
button.
screen share my game with my
the C
computer? I'm
button,
like, oh yeah,
you
I have
can
a
pull up
capture
the
card.
chat menu.
Yeah, Dr. Mario.
Oh, really? Wait, actually, guys, I got a call coming right now, so I'll be right back, yeah? Okay, for sure.
Here,
No one takes
you
10
can
seconds to
quickly
say
and
that.
easily mute yourself and
Right.
more. And there's this. By connecting
And
this
there's
camera to the
this.
system,
Yes. Remember the camera?
Hey.
Hey, what's up? Hello. Yo.
Please say we get
Hey, how's everyone doing?
an influx of memes of, you know, people with this shitty, like, auto green screen effect doing, like, you know, 2008 quality LPs.
Here's how it looks
Yeah.
with just the camera feed.
I'm way behind,
There
guys.
you go.
Well, people didn't use webcam or green screen web shit.
Please look forward to games which use your camera feed like this.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait. No,
Yeah, steak.
left to left.
This is kind of fun.
Using Game Chat.
It is a feature I will
Even
never
when
use,
you're
but,
apart,
you know.
you can play games and hang out as if you were together in the same room. Play together or compete in online multiplayer games. Chat while playing your personal favorites. Decide your own rules for a retro game competition. Or hold a sports competition between families. All together, anytime, anywhere.
This is a good hook
Yeah.
Game Chat.
for like the casual kind of market. They did a good job on that.
What did you think?
I was wondering how are they gonna get
Developing
like
Game Chat.
you know the
Our goal is
average
for you to enjoy
person
playing
to be
online
like,
with others
you
more
know, this seems
closely,
good.
including family and friends.
And how are they going to, you know, irritate people who have really high standards? Be like, we can already do this
The
with
camera you saw
capture
in the
card.
trailer is the Nintendo Switch 2 camera,
We've been doing this for
which
decades.
will be available on the same day as Switch 2. A Nintendo Switch Online membership will be required to use Game Chat. However, since we'd like as many people as possible to experience Game Chat, it will be available
Trial?
without a membership for a limited time. We hope
Okay,
you'll
so
try
the
it out.
the Switch 2 will release on April 1st,
Additionally,
2026.
Game Chat supports the Nintendo Switch Parental Controls app, and different settings can be adjusted. For example, whether parental permission is always required when a child wants to use Game Chat to play with their friends.
We'd like to introduce
I
another
like the
new
Bowser
experience
Jr.
you can
parental
share with
controls
family and friends.
animations.
Yes.
On
Yeah,
Nintendo
Othello.
Switch, even if you just have one game, you can pass a Joy-Con controller to a friend and play together. But on Nintendo Switch 2, you can play together locally on multiple systems using just one game with Game Share.
That's pretty
Shown
sick.
Here, even games that require
People love that about the
Gonna
DS.
be honest, I didn't know that wasn't a thing you could do.
Game. With Game Share, you can temporarily share compatible games with others who also have Nintendo Switch 2 or a Nintendo Switch system. You can share
Yeah, this is
games
something
with
people
up to
missed
3
about the
other
DS.
systems at a time.
I assume it's
Also supports
limited.
online play with other Switch 2 systems.
Because with the
And
DS,
you can
like,
use it with
single
friends
card
via Game Share,
multiplayer, it
which
usually
we
was
showed
kind of like a
earlier.
watered down version of the game.
Game Share can only be
Shrug.
used with compatible games.
Okay,
This
yeah.
feature is planned for several titles, starting with a free update for Clubhouse Games 51 Worldwide Classics on Nintendo Switch. Game Share support is also planned for select games exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2, so we hope you'll look forward to it.
So this is one of those check the back of the box to see if it has it type things.
Yep.
We'd like to show you the Nintendo Switch 2 system itself.
Please take a look.
It's sleek, it's modern.
Hang on,
It's
three
also
of them
the
said
same.
it at the same time. Three of them said it at the same time.
Built-in screen.
Does that mean
Here's
Switch
how
3
that
confirmed?
compares to Nintendo Switch. The system's thickness remains the same.
Does that mean the same docks will
With
be usable?
approximately
Or?
double the pixels compared to Switch, you can enjoy games in greater detail on the 1080p screen.
Wow.
The screen
Okay.
supports up to 120 frames per second,
But the games will struggle to hit 119, am I right?
Holy shit.
You know you're gonna see that on
The
Game
LCD
Pack stuff
screen
this
is
is
more
over.
vivid
Yeah, probably.
and supports HDR, providing more contrast between light and dark areas of the images.
Okay.
It's totally gonna snap off.
New Joy-Con 2 controllers connect magnetically.
I don't understand why everybody insists that this thing is gonna snap off.
To the system. Detach your controller easily by pressing the release button on the back.
Honestly, I've never had a problem with the rail, but sure.
The SL
I haven't
and
either.
SR
I've heard a lot of
buttons
other
are
people
bigger
did, though.
for greater comfort and control when playing with a Joy-Con 2.
Yeah, those L and R buttons were pretty shitty.
Yeah.
I never played with one Joy-Con for much
The
of
left and
anything,
right
but
sticks
yeah.
are now larger.
Woo.
They were like those
Mouse.
Each
They were like those,
Joy-Con 2 controller can
little
be
bracket
used
things
as
you
a
can
mouse
attach them to make the
play
buttons
with
better.
compatible games. Both the left and right Joy-Con 2 support mouse control.
Got dual wielding mice.
By adjusting the audio balance between
I'm fairly
sounds
interested
from
in what they're
built-in
gonna do with the
speakers
mouse.
are clearer and more
Yeah.
natural in handheld and tabletop modes.
I've said it before, but I really hope they do a Mario Maker
It
3
has a
that uses
built-in
it.
microphone, so
Yeah,
you can voice
that'd be
chat
great.
with friends anytime via game chat. It also uses noise-canceling technology to filter sounds, so your voice will come through.
Dude, they could
clearly.
port Zelda Classic. Z-Quest.
Even if you don't
Actually,
have a
unironically, they
sound
could
system,
because they
games
removed the
can be
copyrighted
enjoyed
stuff.
with more immersive, three-dimensional sound, as if it were coming from.
Dude, we had the
all
3D
around.
authentic Ice Cube experience. Now we have the 3D authentic Lightning Storm experience.
I stopped paying attention. What is this? Just surround sound or?
It's like 3D
Place your
sound in
Nintendo
headphones.
Switch 2 however you like with a large.
Isn't that already a
sturdy
thing?
stand. You can move it freely,
Well,
like this.
it's not large. And it's not that adjustable.
In addition to the USB-C port found on the bottom of the system, there's one on top as well.
Uh-huh.
So you can
It's
charge it
handy for
2
connecting
places
a
at once.
USB-C camera or charging in tabletop mode.
Okay.
Nintendo Switch 2 comes with 256 gigabytes of internal storage, 8 times that of Nintendo Switch.
That's great, because I'm
Store
always
in
fucking running out of
downloads,
storage.
save data, and more.
Yeah, I don't even really do digital
Reading and
games, and I
writing data
already
is also faster.
like run
Yeah,
out of
same.
space constantly. Plus, I
Use
only
the
have like
Nintendo
2
Switch
games.
2 dock to connect to your TV and enable up to
Damn it.
4K resolution
Alright.
for compatible games. HDR is also supported in TV mode.
Wow, it has a
The
fan?
Nintendo Switch 2 dock has a built-in fan that keeps your system cool. This helps keep performance stable.
But does it emit red particles?
Yeah.
On Nintendo
Really? It's
Switch 2,
backwards compatible?
You can play Nintendo Switch 2 games, as well as compatible Nintendo Switch games. Physical and digital games.
Hang
are
on, what do you mean compatible Nintendo Switch games?
Well, they already said it wouldn't be 100% of the library.
Really? Why?
So, you know, this is me just repeating shit I've heard. They might, like, you know, say more info on this later, but the current theory, at least that I'm aware of, is it's because, like, they don't have the stupid little IR sensor on the right Joy-Con, so shit like Labo that makes use of that wouldn't work with this. But
They removed the IR thing? Why?
because nothing used
I guess
it.
there's not enough yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
I don't know what used that other than, like, you know, Labo, 1-2 Switch, and WarioWare. But, yeah.
The first WarioWare, or?
The more recent one. I don't remember the names of them.
As you just saw, Nintendo Switch 2 isn't simply an improved.
I think the older
Nintendo
one was
Switch.
Get It Together,
Yeah.
and the newer one is,
Redesigned the system
Move
from
It.
the ground up and packed
Move
in
It, yeah.
lots of new gameplay features. And to help players better understand the Switch 2 hardware, we're currently developing this game. Mr. Kawamoto!
Hello. My
Oh, is this the thing that was the
is
3D test?
actually
Or
inside the game itself.
the online test thing?
This is Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour. exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2.
I forgot about that thing.
I'm standing over here. Okay, everyone, join me inside the game.
It's crazy that more of that hasn't leaked.
There are a lot
Well,
of
they
question
asked
mark
people not
icons
to
here.
leak it.
Let's examine them. This sign reads, "Where are the magnets?" The Joy-Con 2 controllers attach to the system with magnets. And those magnets are inside the system.
Okay, but how do
The
magnets work?
SL and SR buttons on the Joy-Con 2 are made of metal,
Rabbits made of
so
steel.
that's how they attach to the system. A magnetic circuit is formed between them, so they won't easily detach.
A little tricky.
Through examining signs like these, you can discover all sorts of secrets about Nintendo Switch
No, this is
2.
cool though.
Another
It's not really a
example,
game, but
Joy-Con 2 controllers have mouse controls.
can be used as a
And
mouse.
when combined with the gyroscope,
Can
cause
you
irritation.
do something like this. You can adjust the position of the golf club and aim for the cup by rotating the Joy-Con 2.
Okay, I guess it is a game.
By combining the mouse controls and gyroscopes, things like this are possible. There are
Okay.
secrets to discover even as you're playing minigames and tech demos. Some of the secrets range from the unique features of the system.
So we escalated from ice cubes to rubber ball.
Until they're pointed out. There
No,
are
it's a
plenty.
lightning. I guess this
What?
is actually
Nintendo
a
Switch 2
hell was
Welcome
that?
Tour will launch as a paid digital game on the same day as Nintendo Switch 2.
paid.
So please check it
You're
out. if you're
fucking
interested.
kidding me! This is a tech demo, dude.
I'd like to share some more information regarding Nintendo Switch 2.
I mean, that is what the Direct
This
is.
is the game card for Nintendo Switch 2 titles.
Are they still bitter?
It's the same shape as Nintendo Switch game cards, but it's now red and it has much faster data reading speeds.
I thought it was gonna say, but it's now red.
Next up is additional storage. Switch 2 will only work with micro SD express cards. They're a different type of SD card and will make high-speed data transfers possible.
I never used an SD card on my Switch anyway.
Please note, the
So-
regular micro SD cards used for Nintendo Switch will not be compatible.
Great.
Additionally, to transfer data from Switch to Switch 2, you can log into your Nintendo account to use the system transfer feature.
But will there be an
With this
animation of
feature,
Pikmin
you can
carrying the stuff
transfer
over?
save data,
Because that was
digital
like
games,
the best thing.
I hope so.
We're also releasing a new Pro controller.
Okay, good.
It
Can
has
this
a
one
C
work?
button, which launches Game Chat, and on the back there are new GL and GR buttons, which you can use to assign existing button controls.
Why G?
Like
In
what?
addition, an audio jack has been added.
Yeah, what?
We've introduced a
Grip?
few new
'Cause they're on the
features,
grip?
And after today's
Yeah.
presentation, the official Nintendo Switch 2 website will go live. There will also be an Ask the Developer article on the website. where
I
the
feel like I would
developers
accidentally
talk about
hit
the
those a lot.
development of Nintendo Switch 2.
Yeah.
We hope you'll check
That's the same problem I had with gamer mice.
And now, the Nintendo Switch 2 launch date. Nintendo Switch 2 launches on June 5th.
Alright.
Oh,
We're very
fuck.
much looking forward to the day when you all get to
Oh, no.
experience it, so please wait just a
Oh,
bit
man.
longer.
Now, broadly speaking, on Nintendo Switch 2,
Yeah, well,
you can
that's not
find
happening.
three types of
Damn, that
games.
sucks.
The first type is Nintendo Switch 2 games. These games take advantage of the performance and features of Switch 2. The second type is compatible games that were released on Nintendo Switch. Nintendo Switch 2 Edition games are the third type. Some games that were released on Switch will receive upgraded versions that offer things like improved visuals, unique ways to play on Switch 2, and more.
Yeah, reselling shit.
Now, I'd like to show you the Nintendo Switch 2 edition of Super Mario Party Jamboree. Please take a
Well,
look.
good thing I never bought this, because now I guess I can get this version later.
Yeah.
Super Mario Party Jamboree is getting an upgrade on Nintendo Switch 2. The upgrade expands on the base game and adds new features, including mouse
This was
controls,
pretty recent, wasn't it?
Yeah.
audio recognition, more expressive rumble, and gameplay that uses a camera accessory.
Oh,
all of
good.
which can be accessed on Switch 2. Let's check
God.
out 3 new and updated modes. First up is Mario Party mode. With a
Yeah, the
single
Mario Party
camera,
mode that's in
up
Mario
to
Party,
4
yeah.
players can join the festivities. You'll be able to see each other's faces as you play, so you can experience all the reactions.
What the hell was that?
Or 4 friends can take the party online.
There's gonna be so much fucking memeing out of this.
Up next, it's Bowser Live, a mode where the livelier team wins.
The hell is
Bowser will
this
bring
shit?
you on stage too. Hit blocks to collect the most coins. Guide an RC car with your voice. Go!
Fuck.
Go!
Heat and
Go!
other mini
Go!
games using
Yeah.
full body movement and sound. Finally,
This is the
take a
Kinect.
ride on the mouse-controlled carnival coaster.
Yeah.
With the safety bar lowered and secured, you're off.
Well, maybe we'll get ports of some Kinect games then.
Use mouse controls
Like Viva
to shoot
Pinata!
down
That
enemies
was a
while
Kinect
you
game,
feel
right?
the bumps and
No.
rumbles of the coaster.
Dude, we can get Star Wars Kinect.
When you enter a pipe, a mini game will begin. There's a bouldering game where 2 players each control
Bouldering?
an arm. One where you shake a can of spray paint and quickly tag objects.
That's a unique character.
Enjoy
You
the
can't do
thrill
that.
of these intuitive mini games.
Mario
How
Mandate.
quickly can you reach the
No
station?
pink bombs allowed.
From mini games that use a camera, the built-in microphone,
Was Yoshi
mouse
dabbing?
controls,
I did
and
not
rumble.
see.
The biggest party yet is getting even bigger. Super Mario Party Jamboree.
How far through this are
Nintendo
we?
Switch 2 edition plus Jamboree TV.
Little under half.
Launches on
Little under
Nintendo
half,
Switch
okay.
2, July 24th.
I'm like, I feel like we've gotten Mario Kart,
Nintendo Switch 2
some
players
system info,
already own
Yeah.
Super Mario Party Jamboree.
and then nothing else.
Well,
Upgrade
don't
to
forget the,
Nintendo
you know,
Switch 2
explore
edition
the
plus
system
Jamboree
game
TV
that is a
by
paid game.
purchasing an
That doesn't.
upgrade
That
pack.
doesn't count.
Please look
Will that
forward to
count as
a new
our
Mario
1-2
Party
switch
experience, where
of
you
the
can see
system?
each other's reactions while playing.
I mean, yeah, probably.
Let's continue presenting some more Nintendo Switch 2 Edition games.
Okay.
Nintendo Switch 2 editions of
It looks so
Legend of Zelda
tacky.
Breath of the Wild and The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom feature enhanced resolution and frame rates, and also support HDR, which makes the
I wonder if
image
you'll be able to
more
transfer your
vibrant,
save data.
so you can play with smoother, higher definition graphics.
It's just going to be one of those things where it's like, you know, here's the PS5, here's the PS5 Pro. Look at the difference.
Yeah.
And people are like,
Zelda
is
Notes.
there?
This new feature can be accessed via the Nintendo Switch app on smart devices. It's a game-specific service that's exclusive to the Switch 2 editions of these titles. For example, it can help guide you to various locations, like shrines and Koroks you haven't found yet.
Guidance activating.
Down.
Proceed north.
Or you
So
can share your creations using QR codes.
I'm confused by this. Is it basically just connect to a strategy guide and it tells you where to go?
That's kind of what it seems like, yeah.
I mean, the way that I play these games, that would be honestly kind
Honestly,
of
yeah,
ideal,
that's-
but
That's making me
We hope
more
these
interested
features will
in...
make your adventures
it's
even more
still
enjoyable.
probably not enough to make me want to play through them. But
Well, okay, I'll tell you what. I will consider
In
it...
Kirby
Oh,
and the
for fuck's sake, I
Forgotten
have this
You'll
game.
be able to enjoy an additional story exclusive to the Nintendo Switch 2 edition, along
Yay.
with improved graphics and frame rates. This story takes place in the Forgotten Land after being struck by a powerful meteor that's causing some mysterious changes. We hope you're looking forward to Kirby's new adventure. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond will have both a
Alright.
Nintendo Switch and a Nintendo Switch 2 edition.
we're gonna have mouse aiming.
In addition
Yes.
to standard controls, you can use mouse controls for intuitive gameplay on
Wow, it
Switch.
definitely won't be worse.
Plus, you can explore the immersive world in
No, I haven't
It might
tried...
be fine.
per second.
I haven't tried the
Or
mouse
enjoy
aiming
smoother
mod
action
for
in
Prime,
full HD
but the
at
Wii remote
120
controls
frames
fucking
per
sucked
second.
ass. And I
Choose from
don't
these
understand
two
why
modes,
people say it's
both
better.
of which support HDR, based on your preference and playstyle. Plus, Pokemon Legends
Really?
ZA which
That
is
is
scheduled to launch later this
surprising.
year, will not only receive a Nintendo Switch version, but
So
a
does that
Nintendo
mean
Switch 2 edition as well.
that the Switch 2 version will run as well as a
Taking
Switch
advantage
1
of the
game?
power of Switch 2, you can enjoy your adventure
Maybe
in
a Wii
Lumio
game?
City with enhanced resolution and frame rates.
No, I'm... I don't know.
The Nintendo Switch 2 edition games you just saw.
I like how there's just no logo for
physical
ZA.
and digital versions. And if you already own the Nintendo Switch version of a game, you can play the Nintendo
They're too
Switch
busy
2
increasing the
edition by
FPS
purchasing
from,
an
you know,
upgrade pack.
Okay.
28 to
We
29.
hope you're looking forward to these
I
Nintendo
get,
Switch 2
depending on how expensive the upgrade packs are, that might
Okay.
not be the worst
I'd
thing
like to
ever.
introduce a brand new game
Yeah.
featuring mouse controls with the Joy-Con 2 controllers.
Okay.
Please take a look.
Yeah, if depending on the price, depending on how the strategy guide thing works, I might consider resuming my Breath of the Wild series with that. I don't know. No, there's gonna be some original shit. It's some
Yeah.
DJ thing.
Hey, come on.
Oh,
You gacho.
On. Sonic Wheelchair Racing!
What the hell is this?
Sonic Wheelchair Basketball, okay.
So what I'm gathering so far is Rocket League, but with wheelchairs, and it's basketball instead of soccer.
Alright. I'm assuming it's supposed to pronounce this Dragon Drive. Not to be confused with the Yu-Gi-Oh card.
Why does the game have such a low frame rate? It's really weird looking. It's you're probably not able to really see it through the. It seems very noticeable to the point of like, I'm wondering if it's intentional. It feels like Into the Spider-Verse.
Mm.
In Drag and Drive, you'll use both Joy-Con
I hope this
2
isn't their
controllers
attempt at doing
plus
like a big new IP,
intuitively pull
because
off
these
various
characters are
moves.
not going to catch on.
I hope you're looking forward to a new twist on 3-on-3 matches using dual mouse controls. Next, here
That's
are
a
some
cool
games
idea,
from
I
our
guess.
publishing and development partners coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
Yeah, publishing and development partners.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna get 20 minutes of this and then one new game. Is this Hellblade? Or is this Elden Ring? I don't know, fucking AAA games.
Yeah.
Okay, that's Elden Ring, because that's Shadow of the Entry, yeah. This is the game whose DLC delayed Final Fantasy XIV Dawn Trail by a week.
Unsurprisingly,
which,
I have no thoughts on this game.
Yeah, I asked Joel once if he thought I might, if it would be a good idea for me to try Dark Souls, and he said, I don't think so. So, yeah, I don't think these games are for me.
I'm Greg Kasavin from Supergiant Games, here to say that Hades 2 is coming to Nintendo Switch 2. Our first ever sequel introduces the Princess of the Dead, an immortal witch out to vanquish the sinister...
Yeah, we're gonna get 20 minutes of this and then one new game.
Yeah.
From Nintendo.
Ends of the earth. Getting to know
Oh, well.
dozens
I mean, yeah,
of
that's fine.
Greek myth
I wasn't
and
expecting them to
stories
announce,
every
like, 20 games.
It's the kind
Yeah,
of game you can
I guess I would be
quickly pick
sad
up
if they're like,
whether
here's a
you've
bunch of
experienced
shit that you're
the
super
original or
interested
not.
in, and...
Look for more about
Actually, I'm trying to think.
later this year.
Now that I've watched this far, what game announcement would Melody have been waiting? Oh, is it gonna be a Mega Man thing?
ストリートファイター6です。
I mean, Street Fighter 6 is already out. I don't think this is what she was talking about.
スイッチ2だけの新モードもあります。ソフトは通常版の他に総勢26キャラクターを収録した Years 1-2 Fighters Edition の2バージョン。さらにゲームと連動するアミーボとアミーボカードも一緒にスイッチ2の
I'm surprised they're still doing Amiibo. They've been slowing down massively with those.
Yeah. I thought they were gonna do a public execution for them.
Weapon safety mechanism confirmed.
Is this custom robo or Armored Core?
Testing data link with Spine. Normal. Commencing launch.
No, I don't think you see your character in Armored Core.
Wars
What is this?
freedom was restricted.
we will finally be liberated from humans.
I'm in need of a new arsenal, new equipment, and money. I'm for sale.
That's a football team.
Rebels! Thanks for the warm welcome!
This planet will be ours.
The Sovereign Axiom, the Trinitas, has almost completed a weapon that was created to destroy all humanity.
No! Because we're in the middle of a war.
No!
Don't you get it?
I won't just stop you. I'll tear you apart!
All children, bring hope to
Oh, I remember this game. Okay, this is a sequel to that. I remember this as being the game that they kept showing off in every direct for like a year.
Split Fiction to come to Nintendo Switch 2. The game is a story about friendship. You play as Mio, who writes sci-fi, and Zoe, who writes fantasy. Together, they get trapped in their own stories, and it's up to you and a friend to help them break free. Now, let me tell you this, if you like It Takes Two, you're gonna love this one, trust me. And of course, you'll be able to play Split
I know
Fiction
basically
today,
nothing about
Switch 2
these games. I've heard of them, but I know nothing about them. I think one of them was Game of the Year.
Yes, boys.
At some point.
Across the world,
Yeah.
both on the pitch and on the gridiron. We're excited to announce the EA Sports FC will be coming to Nintendo Switch 2. Madden NFL will also be arriving on the Nintendo platform. EA Sports.
I mean, doesn't Madden just show up on everything?
Clearly
I guess
now
I don't
they're gonna
really
announce.
know.
Clearly now they're gonna announce, you know, a new 3D Mario, new Mario Maker, and a new Paper Mario, all in the same direction.
All Mario, all the time, all the rhyme.
Like never before.
Same Mario time, same Mario channel.
Even more ways to experience the adventure.
Well, that just seemed brutal.
Discover the enhanced Mario when Hogwarts Legacy launches on the same day as Switch 2.
Wasn't it already on Switch?
I feel like I was supposed to care about Hogwarts Legacy, and it didn't.
Yeah, I heard it wasn't very good.
I thought people liked it. I mean, I guess with everything you're gonna have mixed results, but like, I thought people did generally like that game, and you know, were.
I heard that even the people that tried it were like, nah, it's boring.
Yes.
Excuse me?
What the hell?
Okay. SpongeBob DLC,
Hello,
I
this
guess.
is Christian Elverdam from IO Interactive. We are bringing our flagship
Oh, I applied to this
Hitman:
company.
World of Assassination to Nintendo Switch 2. As the best assassin,
Hitman wants to be the guy.
47 does everything he can to accomplish his mission.
I am vaguely interested in these
And
games.
how each mission progresses will vary depending on the player's imagination.
I'll probably just get the PC version if I ever get it, but
Our ever-expanding
I
games
mostly just use the
release
Switch
on
for
same day.
exclusive stuff nowadays.
Plus, we are excited to bring another familiar agent to the platform.
Agent 9 from Spyro.
You got it.
James Bond.
It's kind of looking that way.
James Bond. The world's favorite spy is coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
The world's favorite
Stay
spy.
tuned.
I guess that's probably true.
The story of light and shadow that never fades is reborn.
It's Bravely Default.
Bravely Default returns, remastered in high definition.
Well, the original game did look pretty crusty.
That help you control the flow of turn-based battles.
Hey, can they fix the part at the end of the game where you have to just fight the same bosses like 5 times in a row?
Adventure with upgraded features and enhancements.
Remember when Agnes was confirmed for Smash?
With unique
Yep.
ways to play.
What do you mean mouse-controlled minigames?
Presents the classic fantasy RPG, Bravely Default Flying Fairy HD Remaster. Set foot in Luxembourg.
Oh, they actually added the subtitle back.
Once more.
They removed that from the English release originally. It was just Bravely Default. I have something interesting to tell you about that afterwards as well.
I can hardly wait. Oh my god. I forgot that you have a beef with this series.
It doesn't exist.
I mean, I agree, but most series don't exist according to me.
This one especially doesn't exist. I don't know what to tell you. It's like JoJo. I don't know if I've talked about this in the video or not, but basically my beef is just Yakuza fans never fucking shut up about Yakuza and always bring it up when it's completely irrelevant.
Being developed in collaboration with Nintendo. Please take a look.
Koei Tecmo. Is this gonna be New Warriors? AAA Game Studio. Tears of the Kingdom Warriors. God damn it.
Who descended from the heavens, joined hands with the Hylians who dwelled on the surface.
Yeah, that's...
How is this gonna work? Is this gonna be in the past?
But in time, a terrible evil arose.
Because like Age of Calamity was like an alternate universe, right? Where they managed to avert the calamity.
I don't know what that game was. I didn't play much of it. I am still annoyed by the fact that I got it in the first place.
Yeah.
I'll retell my story here for people watching, but I liked Hyrule Warriors on the Wii U, and kind of wanted to play it again when I got a Switch. But the definitive edition is, like, really hard to find for some reason. And, like, is really expensive on eBay. And so, I'm like, okay, I'll try the new one. And I played a bit of it, and I'm just like, eh. And I don't know if it was anything wrong with the game specifically, other than the fact that I just don't like Breath of the Wild. And I would rather have the aesthetics of the other games.
Rather have.
So I played, like, 2 hours of it. It was money well spent.
That's a terrible name. Cool logo, terrible name. I have to assume it sounded cooler in Japanese.
Great item, bad smell.
That was Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. It's being developed by Koei Tecmo Games, with support from Nintendo.
What the hell games is Melody been waiting for?
We hope you're looking forward to the untold story of the Imprisoning War, which took place in Hyrule
2
long
games,
ago.
apparently.
And now, some news about Nintendo Switch Online. You can continue to enjoy Nintendo Switch Online on Switch 2.
Yeah, the drip feed.
And with Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack, you can enjoy a new membership benefit exclusively on Switch 2. Please take a
Not
look
getting
at
your
this.
fucking expansion pack. Yep, there it is.
Was this specifically...
Nintendo Switch Online.
Like, I know people have been speculating about this for ages,
A
but...
new classic game library exclusive to
I don't know if I saw people saying it was going to be on the Switch 2 specifically, but yeah, it's just, this was a long time coming.
Available at launch. A Legend of Zelda game that looks like a cartoon come to life through cell shading.
Well, now they're definitely not going to bring Wind Waker HD and TPHD for a while.
On an adventure across the Great Sea. The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker.
I don't know if that's true. I'm trying to think. I do like me Soul Calibur
too.
I'm trying to think of other games that they like put on the NSO and then had a remake of.
From the Legend of Zelda series,
Is Mario RPG on it? I don't remember.
I don't remember.
Experience a world of white knuckle racing at speeds over 2,000
Behold, the last F-Zero game. Because whatever the actual last one was on the GBA doesn't count.
Featuring the series first.
Can they at least add, like, netplay to these or something?
Get ready to experience
Like, you can already do netplay on Dolphin, I think. So this is still pointless, but...
Games that support multiplayer, up to 4 can play together locally or online.
Okay, yeah. It's something, I guess.
Yes!
Yeah, I can't fucking believe they chose this as the clip!
Why would they do that? Sorry, okay, I need to re-explain this one. I talked about this in a different stream recently.
This was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, Shit, I get to explain the stupid part again. Just, at some point, like... just in a call, I don't remember why I did it, but I was just like, mwah. It was like, the shittiest little, like, you know, smoochy noise.
Yeah, I gave him a smooch, and then he responded with that.
And I'm a second paused, and I'm just like, that was the audio equivalent of Medley handing Link the grappling hook. And I had to look up the clip for reference, because this is the shittiest animation ever. It's just like, here, have a thing. Long delay, holds up thing. It's like...
And I'm like, why do you remember that? And you're like, because it stands out as being shitty. And I'm like, I don't know, you never mentioned it before.
More titles.
Oh my god.
In the future.
Well, there's Fire Emblem 9 for you.
XD is expensive. Yeah.
Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Classics.
Okay.
Can I look at that list again?
So, yeah, Sunshine, Path Radiance, Strikers.
XD, Strikers, Chibi Robo, okay. Luigi's Mansion, Coliseum.
So here's the thing.
I probably should XD, then a delay, and then Coliseum.
Yeah.
Also, Coliseum and XD suck balls, so who cares?
I mean, yes, but can we please get some connectivity with these? Like, have some, like, you know, they said a while ago there was that rumor about, like, the Gen 1, 2, and 3, like, compilation. Can we do that? And, like, you know, have them sync up to Stadium 1 and 2 and these, and, like, actually have that be a thing? Like,
Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Classics, the Switch 2 exclusive game library.
Like, come on, you know people would buy that.
Plus expansion pack. Launches.
You know what's annoying is, like, game streaming is already bad because you don't get to own the games permanently. If they at least performed well and had a lot of features, I would be more okay with it.
It also has a C button to quickly access game chat. The Nintendo GameCube controller, exclusively available for Nintendo Switch Online members, will also be available the same day as Nintendo Switch 2.
Whether
because
you're
fuck you,
familiar with games
I don't know.
or haven't played them before, we hope you're looking forward to Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Classics.
I guess so they can produce them in limited quantity and mitigate scalping.
Shown here on Nintendo Switch 2. Okay, let's see some more games.
Okay.
Publishing and development partners.
Okay.
Okay.
That is cool.
I like the sound effects.
This is the first we've seen of this, right?
Well, I mean, they've shown stuff from Chapter 3 before, but none of this footage is new yet.
Yeah,
no. has been shown. This is not. This is not. I'm gonna have to look through.
Do we even know what the theme of Chapter 4 is?
People were suspecting it would be in the church. Can I look at that clip of Chapter 4 again? What the fuck am I looking at?
Very nondescript.
Okay, we have the Deltarune on some tiles. Also, why is Susie, like, red? Is that just me? She's normally, like...
Yeah, she's a different color, I don't know. It might just be lighting.
So we have Deltarune tiles...
And a bunch of fuzzies.
Yeah.
And that's it. Yeah.
The tiles, like... That symbol is on the church, so yeah, that leads further credence to the church idea.
Hi, I'm Randy from Gearbox. Borderlands 4, our upcoming flagship Borderlands.
So are they saying Chapter 3 and 4 will be on June 5th or whatever it is? Well, I just realized that's the day after Lovely Fellas Gen 2 starts. They did say 5th,
We're
right?
still in development, and it's already the most ambitious Borderlands game we've ever made. Borderlands 4 will launch in 2025. We'll be sharing a lot of the game in the months ahead.
I'm sure Joel has some things to say about this, but...
I'm Dennis Shirk from Firaxis Games. We're releasing a Nintendo Switch 2 edition of Sid Meier's Civilization 7. In Civ 7, you'll establish an empire and guide your people throughout the ages of history. With the new mouse controls, players can enjoy a more intuitive gameplay experience. Civ 7 launches on the
I
same
have
day
actually
as
always
Switch
wanted
2.
to get into Civ. The problem is that there's 7
Already
games,
own the
and
Nintendo Switch
I feel like, you know, I should start with some of the old ones and then work my way up, because they do have different content between them,
And we have even more news from 2K.
and I just don't really know how to start.
Hi, I'm Lionel Jinx.
And I'm Ben Bishop.
Our final announcement for today.
I thought they were going to say the left guy was Lionel Jinx, also known as Ben Bishop, and then the other guy was going to have 2 names as well. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Can't wait to see you in the ring.
And on the court.
4 kids find this old tattered map. Off they went, armed with nothing but youthful enthusiasm and a profound...
They all died.
Boom! Terrible at steering a road.
What the hell is this?
Let's slay some trees.
This looks shovel-wary.
Awesome! You nailed it! Hook, line,
You threw some locks at a fucking toolbox.
Yeah. Why does this look like a mobile game?
really have started to master this survival thing. Next stop, the top. Ha! Nicely done. Well, I think
This
that's
doesn't look
everything.
completely horrible.
Set
Like,
sail.
maybe
This time,
this could be fun.
for home.
Hang on a minute. Isn't that the name of the fucking Game Boy game?
Yes.
Is this a fucking remake of that?
Maybe.
Huh.
Yeah, this is the game that OMG Surprise Stick came from.
Wasn't there something else you referenced from that? Oh yeah, the ear-scraping
ocean. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Dave Crooks from Dodge Roll.
Hello.
Here's the first look at Enter the Gungeon 2. Dodge countless bullets and aim for the Gungeon's depths in our roguelike shooter sequel. Now reloaded in a new 3D art style. You can expect some fan-favorite elements to return. We're still working on the game, and we're excited.
I would expect a sequel to have, you know, elements from the first. Yes.
I always confuse that game with Nuclear Throne. They occupy the same spot in my brain. Is this the game from the thing? I seem to remember that was about like settling a planet. The
weird early access
weird MMO
thing.
test. Yeah.
I don't know what that was. It was.
This looks like it has a lot of players and it's spacemen. So. This looks like what I remember seeing a screenshot of. If I even actually did see a screenshot, I might just be hallucinating. This has got to be it, right? I'm pretty sure this is what they were testing.
Hello.
Devolver
my name is
Digital.
Alan Badowski
Huh?
from CD Projekt Red.
Yeah.
Maybe not then.
We are delighted to bring the immersive world of the
Yeah, I remember that being it's just like, hey, you know, we're gonna get a limited number of people into this thing, and you can't talk about it, and everyone's like, what the hell? And then it happened, and a couple people talked about it, and then it didn't amount to anything. And
But they didn't even say much either. They were just like, it's just like this game where you're like on a planet or some shit.
Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition comes to Nintendo Switch.
yeah, wasn't it described as like a Miiverse type thing where it was like,
yeah,
こんにちは。スクエアエニックスの浜口です。任天堂スイッチ2でファイナルファンタジー7リメイク
Wait,
イン
what
タ
is
ーグレードを
what is remake Intergrade?
本作
Is that the third one,
の
or
脱出までを描いた3部作シリー
is
ズ
it a remake of the first one?
20年以上の時を経て再創作された新しい FF7 を体験いただきます。スイッチ2で展開する
If I end up going through more of the FF games, maybe I'll try this one eventually. I've heard the gameplay is good and the story is bad.
I know Joel wanted to play through those.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Really? Okay.
None of this footage is new, I think.
I mean, I figured it was this year, but it's nice to have further confirmation of that, which again doesn't really mean anything because they've lied about that before. But I feel like it's got to be close to be
It doesn't
done.
count as a lie if they were like, ah shit, we
Yeah.
can't do this in time. Wasn't Witchbrook already in the previous direct?
What?
Wasn't Witchbrook already in the previous direct?
Yeah.
I'm wondering how there are still 2 games that Melody is super excited for that haven't been shown. Unless I just missed something that counts as like... Yeah, nothing that's like she's been waiting 20 years. Yeah, no Darkest Ambition yet. I'm vaguely interested in learning what that is about. Because that was the whole like...
Pokemon Conquest.
Yeah, Nintendo Switch edition. There was Pokemon Conquest. Also, it's just like a legacy franchise that comes up every now and then. Yeah, no, it's Kami Date from either Sonic Father.
Oh my god.
That was the one with the anime girl in the fucking space station.
I want to play the Fortnite.
Ridge Racer.
Ridge Racer!
Well.
I thought this was a Nintendo Switch 1 game.
Hold on. I think they must have, because yeah, because the one after it specifically says Switch 2 edition, so I think that does mean that Layton is exclusive.
Good, great, fantastic.
We've shown a lot of games so far. The next game will be the last from our publishing and development partners.
And it will somehow be
Please
2
take
games. Okay, I really need to go ask what the fuck is up after this.
Already
I have no idea.
No idea. Yeah.
Is this Resident Evil? Is that Leon? Realistic human zombies in a Luigi's Mansion sequel? Like,
yes.
My blood. I give you my life.
It's just going to be one of those moments where it's really obvious to people who know what it is, and we're going to look like idiots.
Maybe.
And transport him to a night of moonlight.
Castlevania?
To humanity's very dusk.
Very, very cinematic and dramatic. Okay, a new FromSoft game. That's what they're ending with? Bloodborne 2, maybe? I don't know. Just some new thing, maybe? I'm already checked out.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's like, this could be cool, whatever this is.
This is that
I
this
know
is the
that I'm
last
not
game
going to
they're
play
showing.
it, though, because I'm lame.
Yeah.
I don't play new stuff.
Well, I just don't play Souls-likes.
It is odd that they're ending on something that isn't first party.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Assassin's Creed. Ugh.
Also, I didn't think FromSoft's audience is really Nintendo's audience. I'm surprised they're announcing it here.
Now the moon, as befits the soon to depart.
I pray that you are able, carrier of blood.
Alright, so.
The moon tears will flow for one, and one alone.
I wonder if Melody was just lying to me for japes.
Well, you gotta ask.
The format of it being called The Duskbloods just makes me think of like The Croods and The Gromlins. Meet the Duskbloods. You know, screams of the damned. Like, start sounding out.
What you just saw was a brand new game by From Software. We'll be publishing a creator's voice article where the game's director, Hidetaka Miyazaki, will share more details about the game, so please check it out when it's available. That's all from our publishing and development partners. We'd like to thank the developers who appeared today.
Okay.
As well as our publishing and
Check the time.
partners.
Oh, there is still more.
Okay, that was the last third-party game. Okay. I'm like, that's seriously not ending with that, are they?
In addition to what you saw today, our partners are working on many games coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
Well done.
We'll showcase more games in the future, so we hope you're looking forward to it.
Alright.
Next, please take a look at this.
I can't. I'm too small. Kirby?
Smash? No. Yeah, probably Kirby. I saw. I don't know why I said Smash. I thought it was the letter. I'm like, I don't think they're gonna do Smash, but unless this is Smash because of the World of Light,
it could
no,
be.
it's probably Kirby.
Hold on, I gotta check something.
Next.
Yeah.
Are you trying to see if they did the cross shape?
No. I wanted to see if it said not actual gameplay footage.
Don't tell me Melee remake. Those people.
I mean, I don't know why this would be.
Never going to be remake. I don't know. I'm trying to think what would qualify
okay, no,
as.
This is actually Kirby.
Okay, that's alright. Okay, this might be one of the games then.
You know, I didn't even consider Air Ride. Okay, that's actually pretty cool.
I mean, Air Ride, you know, has 10 minutes of gameplay though.
It does.
You do City Trial once, and then that's the whole game.
The ice cream truck.
Good.
Shit, I wonder if that's what Sakurai's been working on.
Was the original not called Kirby's Air Ride?
Yeah, okay. I like how they specifically announced that.
Smash is so over!
Oh, it's cooked!
Kirby Air Ride, which originally released on the Nintendo GameCube system over 20 years ago.
Is it not called Kirby's Air Ride? Am I having a fucking Mandela effect moment here?
I don't remember. I always called it Kirby's Air Hike.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you call it Kirby's Air Hike.
Next is our last trailer for today. Please take a look.
Okay. I guess probably it's gotta have been Kirby Air Ride. And
Also Smash. What the hell is this?
Pikmin 5? No. Banjo?
What?
I don't know, it has a Banjo feel. To me. Kind of, maybe not. I saw a thing with googly eyes, okay? This feels like Banjo, kind of. Oh, it's Donkey Kong 64 too? New 3D Donkey Kong? I was kind of close with saying Banjo.
Okay, that's pretty cool. You fucking got my heart racing there for a minute.
I'm sorry. That's why there's no 3D Mario, because this is taking the place of that for now, I guess.
Okay, he has like a little buddy. Maybe this is spiritually Banjo.
You sure it's not just a backpack? It looks like it might have some beat-em-up elements.
Yeah.
No, it's killing the enemies pretty quick.
Shit, this is actually looking kind of Wario World-ish.
In a bad way? Because I know Wario World is not well-liked.
Yeah. But, I mean, it's... Okay, it's got 2D stuff. Skyward Sword.
I mean, this looks cool to me.
Yeah. It's very cartoony.
Yeah, have a vest. Why does he have pants now? Presentation is very Mario Odyssey. I guess it's the same like development group. Scaldera from Skyward Sword.
Wreck-It Ralph.
Bonanza, that's so good.
Okay, I'm
Anyone won't be able to play this
intrigued.
That was a brand new
Did you just
3D
wink at us?
platforming action game starring Donkey Kong, called Donkey Kong Bonanza. With incredible strength, smash through enemies, walls, the ground, and just about everything as you demolish your way through a
Oh yeah, I didn't
massive
even think about that.
underground
The
world.
terrain is like very
More
destructible. It's
details will be
interesting.
shared in the future. We hope you're looking forward to it.
Thank you for watching so far.
Thank you for releasing me.
It's been how long since a new Donkey Kong game? Like
Nintendo
fucking
Switch
12
2
years.
launches on June 5th.
11.
Finally, here are the hardware options that will be available at launch.
Oh, the most important
Nintendo
part of the
Switch
direct.
2, as well as a bundle that includes a digital version of Mario Kart World. For more details, please check the official.
I was expecting them to do like the black and white Wii U thing, where it's like, here's one that's
Yeah,
much
that's
better,
what I
but will sell out really quick.
But that's all we have to share for today.
You'll have to wait just a bit longer for launch. We are very
I mean,
much
I wasn't
looking forward
expecting
to
it to be
everyone being
that
able
soon.
to experience
Wait, did they say a price?
Yeah, everyone. No. I assume they deliberately didn't to put it on the website instead. Because, one, it's going to vary by regions. They probably want a region select. You know. Also, it might kind of leave a sour note if people watch the direct and then at the end it's like, you can't afford it. Oh yeah, I forgot they were going to do a treehouse.
Yeah, Nintendo Switch edition of the Zelda games.
I probably won't watch the treehouse, but I will probably like look at clips later.
Man, I can't wait to see, Nintendo Treehouse covering GameCube games.
Bravely Default. Alright,
Okay, so we need to know what the hell Melody thought was exciting, and
it's probably the last two things, I'm guessing.
what was the spoiler that you had sent?
Yeah, okay, so Dante messaged me and said, I kind of want to leave a spoiler message for you to read after the direct, but before the video ends. Okay, they said, I feel like it adds important context to know that Mario Kart Worlds is going to be $80 fucking digital, 90 physical, and the new DK is 70 digital and 80 physical. Fuck me.
Oh, that's gross.
Yeah. Okay, well, I mean, even if I had a Switch 2 at launch, I guess I'd be waiting for fucking secondhand on those, because ain't no way, bro! Ain't no way! No, thank you. Alright. It's information that's not in the direct, but should have been. And also, the Switch 2 is $450.
Okay.
Apparently, they literally just edited it. Apparently, in some places, buying physical is going to add $10 to the price tag, but I can't tell if that's going to apply to the US or not. Okay, they've reformatted the message. Mario Kart Worlds is 80, DK is 70, and in some places, physical adds $10.
That's gross. Okay. Everyone was saying with Tears of the Kingdom, like, why is this game $70? I guess maybe they're testing the market to see if people still buy it. And it's like, okay, so that's the new standard, but let's also make stuff 80 now. Like,
well, Mario Kart Worlds is going to be a really big game, if you actually think about it.
My God.
Yeah, no.
The way that I play games, I buy so few, it doesn't matter that much, but it's still...
At this point, probably I'm just not even going to get one, like, period, because it won't be worth it. Like, I'll just wait until I can move in with you, and then I'll play them, and we'll only have to get one copy and stuff like that. I guess we won't be able to separately play stuff at the same time, but whatever. we can
I
deal.
don't know. I guess we'll see. I don't know if I have much else to say.
Yeah. I'm okay. Not aside from
I was appropriately whelmed.
Aside from Mario Kart and DK, none of the rest of that pretty much interested me that I can think of. I'm sure there will be stuff that interests me. Sucks about the price. Whatever.
I think the big thing for me would have been Mario Maker 2 or 3, but yeah, it was fine.
The big thing for me would have been a new 3D Mario, but I guess 3D Donkey Kong does take that place, but I wasn't going to be able to get it anyway, so it's like
This is really stupid, but I've neglected to point this out before on purpose because I didn't know if it would be relevant. When I was in class today, JC, our like assistant guy, at one point was just like, "I really want to talk to you about the Direct, but you haven't seen it yet." I assume like Joel must have talked to him at some point, and like they must have like shared some info, and then Joel probably told him like, "Don't tell Josh, he wants to watch it later." And so I'm just like, okay, I haven't told him that much about my taste in games. I'm wondering what that's in reference to, and I'm wearing my fucking Banjo shirt, and I'm like, there's no way, right? Like, I'm like that.
It was probably just the system in general.
Yeah, probably, but it's like I had that in the back of my head, and then when that trailer shot, I'm like,
It did look kind of Banjo-ish though, right?
I didn't see that
you don't see
initially.
it.
I'm sorry, but it's fine.
It was like the big logo that said like Ingot, whatever the fuck, Ingot Isle, and I'm like, I don't know, this big sort of like cartoony, tower-like structure, part naturalistic with like the big cartoony letters and stuff. It kind of gave me that vibe.
I guess
I still stand by it because there's DK64.
Yeah.
Which had that vibe less, but I don't know. Whatever. I got nothing else to say. Hopefully it won't be too long until we can enjoy these games at a reasonable price.
Buy Mirror's Edge.
Buy Mirror's Edge.